Grant Cardone, who's obviously, one of the most successful guys in our space. But he went on a show called Undercover Billionaire.
Yeah,
Did you hear about this?
I watched it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so like for the audience, like this is Grant Cardone. It's a show where they literally say like you have to strip your entire identity, so he like shaved his head and everything, and we're gonna give you $100, like $100 bill, a car, a phone, and drop you in a location you've never heard of or ever been to, and you have 90 days to build $1 million business. And he did it. And not only did he build $1 million business, but it was like $7.7 million valuation in 90 days during COVID. And he actually got COVID on the show. So for 14 days, he was completely wiped out. So it's just crazy. And the whole thing is documented, and they're showing like all the moves he made. But it was so easy for him. Like he knew exactly what to do. And it's just like, oh, okay, I've done this before. I've actually done it multiple times. And so I'm going to do this and this and this and this. And
I'll actually get him for 90 days to just like ditch all his stuff.
It's crazy, dude. You have to watch the show. And now he's doing a behind the scenes of it on his YouTube channel, which is how I found it recently. So when I was sick last week, I was just binging all the episodes, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever.
The fact that he was able to do it is just a testament to what a good business owner he is, because he was able to step away from his business for 90 days and have nothing going
during
on
COVID.
Yeah.
When like he has so much staff that was dealing with the PPP loans, and like he talks about it on the show, but it's just insane to think about, dude. But like, yeah, it's like that's one of the best examples I think of like, yeah, if things did burn to the ground, you'd know like all the steps you took to get here and can do it all over again.
And once you actually take those steps, you realize that 99% of the world that hasn't started a business yet, they just overcomplicate shit. Like they'll be like, I can't just call everybody I know, or I can't just like email it. Like why the fuck not? Like you could literally just, for like you said, a couple $100, just email 10,000 business owners in a month, and then spend what 3 hours a day to cold call another 300. Like you just can. It's actually not that hard. You don't have to be technically savvy for any of it.
Yeah, and I think one of the limiting beliefs, I remember this when I joined Client Ascension, is like, and I thought this like a long time ago, it's like, I had this belief where it's like, is it just luck or is it time? Like, and of course, like there's some luck. I'm sure, being born in America as a guy, wherever, there's a lot of like lucky stuff there. But in terms of like, granted, you have an internet connection, you're decently, well educated, like you understand things at a basic level, like you just put in the work. Like you just have to, and if you're smarter, yeah, you're going to bump up against less guardrails. But at the end of the day, it's like, if the big belief change thing for me is like, okay, if I do this every single day and I show up every single day for, X period of time, would it be unreasonable that I wouldn't hit that goal? And that's, just how it turned out. It's like, if you just put in, like the way that you think about it is just, I need to put in X amount of hours, whether it's 1,000 hours, 2,000 hours, 5,000 hours, whatever it is, to hit 10K a month, 20K a month, whatever your goal is. Like that's all it is. It's just a numbers game. And I think people overcomplicate it because they'll do it for 2 months and they feel like they're working, and then they either weren't working or they just didn't put enough time in. Like I remember what I thought used to be work was like, I would go and like answer DMs and watch some YouTube videos. Like that's it. It's like, oh, I would like go into this group and I would like network or whatever. It's like, no, what tangibly, like if you had to write out every single thing that you did, it wouldn't be a surprise. Like it would never be a surprise that if you looked back on the thing since like I DM'd 20 people in a bunch of these old courses, and then I sent X amount of cold emails and that got me this result, like it wouldn't be a surprise. And it's the same for a lot of people. It's like you just do an amount. If you look at the input and output, it's never like a surprise. It's like, oh, this guy just sent 2 emails and he has a big business. Like no, he sent 10,000 every single month for however many years or days or whatever.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.